Where am I? Okay, be careful on the subway stairs.
Will you stop mending stockings? At least while I'm in the house. It gets me nervous. I can't tell you. Please.
Remember, Frank's Chop House.
Maybe beets would grow out there.
But you tried so many times.
Yeah, well, don't work hard today.
Be careful. Hello? Oh, Biff, I'm so glad you called. Yeah, sure. I just told him, yes, he'll be there for dinner at 6 o'clock. I didn't forget. Listen, I was just dying to tell you. You know that little rubber pipe I told you about? That you connect with the gas heater? Yeah. I finally decided to go down to the cellar this morning and take it away and destroy it. But it's gone. Imagine he took me himself, isn't there? When? Oh, then you took him. Oh, I'm not worried, darling, because this morning he left in such high spirits as like the old days. I'm not afraid anymore. Did Mr. Oliver see you? Well, you just wait there then, and make a nice impression on him, darling. Just don't perspire too much before you see him. And you have a nice time with Dad. He may have big news too. That's right, a New York job. And be sweet to him tonight, dear. Be loving to him. He was only a little boat looking for a harbor. Oh, that's wonderful, Biff. You'll save his life. Thanks, darling. Just put your arm around him. When he comes into the restaurant, giving a smile. That's the boy. Goodbye, dear. You got your... Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Goodbye, Biff, dear. Am I Howard? Hello, Willie, come in.
Like to have a little talk with you, Howard.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'll be with you in a minute.
What's that, Howard?
Didn't you ever see one of these? Wire recorder?
Oh. Can we talk a minute?
Records things. Just got delivered yesterday. Been driving me crazy. The most terrific machine I've ever seen in my life. I was up all night with it.
What do you do with it?
I bought it for dictation. You can do anything with it. Listen to this. I had it home last night. Listen to what I picked up. The first one is my daughter. Get this. Listen to that kid whistle.
That is lifelike, isn't it?
7 years old. Get that tone.
Like to ask a little favor for you.
His daughter? Are you his daughter?
No, you, Daddy.
She's crazy for me. That's me.
You're very good.
Get this now. This is my son.
The capital of Alabama is Montgomery. The capital of Arizona is Phoenix. The capital of Arkansas is Little Rock. And the capital of California is Sacramento.
5 years old, Willie.
He'll make an announcer someday. The capital...
Get that! Alphabetic order! Wait a minute. The maid kicked the plug out.
It certainly is a...
For God's sake.
It's 9 o'clock. Bulova watch time, so I have to go to sleep. That really is...
Wait a minute. The next is my night. Wife.
Go on, say something. What are you gonna talk? I can't think of anything. Well, talk. It's turning. Hello? Oh, Howard, I can't talk into this.
That was my wife.
That is a wonderful machine. Can we...
I tell you, Willie, I'm gonna take my camera and my handsaw, all my hobbies, and out they go. This is the most fascinating relaxation
I think I'll get one myself.
I ever found. I
think I'll get one myself. Sorry.
Good, I was lost. Sure, they're only 150. You can't do without it. Suppose you want to hear Jack Benny, see? But you can't be at home at that hour, so you tell the maid to turn the radio on when Jack Benny comes off, and this automatically goes on with the radio.
When you come home,
You can come home 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, anytime you like. Get yourself a Coke and sit yourself down, throw the switch, and there's Jack Benny's program in the middle of the night.
I'm definitely gonna get one, because lots of time I'm on the road, and I think to myself, what must I be missing on the radio?
Don't you have a radio in the car?
Well, yeah, but whoever thinks of turning it on.
Just not a radio in the car. Say, aren't you supposed to be in Boston?
That's what I want to talk to you about, Howard. You got a minute?
What happened? What are you doing here?
Well...
You didn't crack up again, did you?
Oh, no.
Jeez, you had me worried there for a minute. What's the trouble?
Well, to tell you the truth, Howard, I've come to the decision that I'd rather not travel anymore.
Not travel? Well, what do you do?
Remember Christmas time when you had the party here? You said you'd try to think of some spot for me here in town.
With us?
Well, sure.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Well, I couldn't think of anything for you, Willie.
I tell you, Howard, the kids are all grown up, you know? I don't need much anymore. If I could take home $65 a week, I could swing it.
Yeah, but Willie, see,
I tell you why, Howard. Speaking frankly on between the two of us, you know, I'm just a little tired.
Oh, I can understand that, Willie. But you're a road man, Willie, and we do road business. We've only got half a dozen salesmen on the floor here.
God knows, Howard, I never asked favor of any man, but I was with the firm when your father used to carry you in here in his arms.
I know that, Willie,
Your father came to me the day you were born and asked me what I thought of the name of Howard. May he rest in peace.
I appreciate that, Willie, but there's just no spot here for you. If I had a spot, I'd slam you right in, but I just don't have a single solitary spot.
Howard, all I need to set my table is $50 a week.
Where am I gonna put you, kid?
Look, it isn't a question of whether I can sell merchandise, is it?
No, but it's a business, kid, and everyone's gotta pull his own weight.
Just let me tell you a story, Howard.
Because you gotta admit, business is business.
Business is definitely business, but just listen for a minute. You don't understand this. When I was a boy, 18, 19, I was already on the road, and there was a question in my mind as to whether selling had a future for me. Because in those days, I had a yearning to go to Alaska. See, there were 3 gold strikes in 1 month in Alaska, and I felt like going out, just for a ride, you might say.
Don't say.
Oh, yeah. My father lived many years in Alaska. He was an adventurous man. We had quite a little streak of self-reliance in our family. I thought I'd go out with my older brother and try to locate him, maybe sit on the north with an old man. And I was almost decided to go when I met a salesman in the Parker House. His name was Dave Singleman, and he was 84 years old, and he drummed merchandise in 31 states. And old Dave, he'd go up to his room, you understand, put on his green velvet slippers, I'd never forget, and pick up his phone and call the buyers, and without even leaving his room, at the age of 84, he made a living. And when I saw that, I realized that selling was the greatest career a man could want. Because what could be more satisfying than being able to go at the age of 84 into 20 or 30 different cities and pick up a phone and be remembered and how loved and helped by so many different people? Do you know when he died? By the way, he died the death of a salesman. In his green velvet slippers and a smoker of New York, New Haven, and Hartford were going to Boston when he died. Hundreds of salesmen and buyers were at his funeral. Things were sat on a lot of trains for months after that. In those days, there was personality in it, Howard. There was respect and comradeship and gratitude in it. Today, it's all cut and dried. There's no chance for bringing friendship to bear or personality. You see what I mean? They don't know me anymore.
That's just the thing, Willie.
If I had $40 a week, that's all I need. $40, Howard.
Kid, I can't take blood from a stone.
Howard, the year Al Smith was nominated, your father came to me and...
I've got to see some people, kid.
I'm talking about your father. There are promises made across the desk. You mustn't tell you've got people to see. I put 34 years into this firm, Howard, and now I can't pay my insurance. You can't eat the orange and throw the peel away. A man is not a piece of fruit. Now pay attention. Your father, in 1928, had a big year. I averaged $170 a week in commissions.
Now, Willie, you never averaged.
I averaged $170 a week in the year of 1928. And your father came to me, or I was in the office here. It was right over this desk, and he put his hand on my shoulder.
You'll have to excuse me, Willie. I gotta see some people. Pull yourself together. I'll be back in a little while.
Pull yourself together? What the hell did I say to him? My God, I was yelling at him. How could I? Frank, don't you remember what you told me that time? How could you put your hand on my shoulder and Frank... Of New York is Albany. The capital of Ohio is Cincinnati. The capital of Rhode Island is... Ha! Howard.
What happened?
Shut it off.
Look, Willie.
I gotta get myself some coffee. I'll get some coffee.
Willie, look.
I'll go to Boston.
Well, you can't go to Boston for us.
Why can't I go?
I don't want you to represent us. I've been meaning to tell you this for a long time now.
Howard, are you firing me?
I think you need a good long rest, Willie.
Howard.
And when you feel better, I was like, come back and we'll see if we can work something out.
But I gotta earn money. Howard, I'm in no position to...
Where are your sons? Why don't your sons give you a hand?
They're working on a very big deal.
This is no time for false pride, Willie. You go to your sons, you tell them that you're tired. You've got 2 great boys, have you?
Oh, no question. No question. But in the meantime...
Then that's that, hey?
All right. I'll go to Boston tomorrow.
No.
I can't throw myself on my sons. I'm not a cripple.
Look, kid, I'm busy. I'm busy this morning.
Howard, you've got to let me go to Boston.
I've got a line of people to see this morning. Sit down, take 5 minutes, and pull yourself together. And then go home. William, I need the office, Willie. Oh, yeah, whenever you can this week, stop by and drop off the samples. You'll feel better, Willie. And then come back, and we'll talk. Pull yourself together, kid. There's people outside.
Oh, Ben... How did you do it? What is the answer? Did you wind up the Alaska deal already?
Ben, doesn't take much time. If you know what you're doing, just a short business trip, boarding, ship in an hour. Wanted to say goodbye.
Ben, I've got to talk to you.
Having the time, William.
Ben, nothing's working out. I don't know what to do.
Now, look here, William. I've bought timberland in Alaska, and I need a man to look after things for me.
God, Timberland. Me and my boys in those grand outdoors.
You've a new continent on your doorstep, William. Get out of these cities. They're full of talk and time payments and courts of law. Screw on your fists and you can fight for a fortune up there.
Yes. Linda.
Oh, you're back? I haven't much time.
No, wait, Linda. He's got a proposition for me. In Alaska.
But he's got a beautiful job here.
But in Alaska, kid, I could...
You're doing well enough, Willie. Enough for what, my dear?
Just take your glasses.
I feel like I can't move. Don't say things to him. Enough to be happy right here, right now. Why must everybody conquer the world? You're well liked and the boys love you, and someday, why old man Wagner told him just the other day, if he keeps it up, he'll be a member of the firm. Didn't he, Willie?
Sure. I'm building something with this firm, Ben, and if a man is building something, he must be on the right track, mustn't he?
What are you building? Lay your hand on it. Where is it?
That's true, Linda. There's nothing.
Why, there's a man 84 years old.
That's right, Ben. That's right. When I look at that man, I say, what is there to worry about?
Bah.
It's true, Ben. All he has to do is go into the city, pick up the phone, and he's making his living, and you know why?
I've gotta go.
Look at this boy. Without a penny to his name. 3 great universities are begging for him, and from there, the sky's the limit, but it's not what you want to do. Ben, it's who you know, and the smile on your face. It's context, Ben. Context. The whole wealth of Alaska passes over the lunch table at the Komodo Hotel, and that's the wonder of this country, that a man can end with diamonds here on the basis of being liked. And that's why people go out to get out on the field today. It's important, because thousands of people will be rooting for you and loving you. And Ben, he walked into a business office, his name will sound out like a bell, and the doors will open to him. I've seen it, Ben. I've seen it 1,000 times. You can feel it with your hand, like timber, but it's there.
Goodbye, William.
Ben, am I right? Don't you think I'm right? I value your advice.
There's a new continent at your doorstep, William. You could walk out rich. Rich!
We'll do it here. Ben, you hear me? We're gonna do it here.
I'll be Bernard. Oh, gee,
No,
I was
Bernard.
Right here.
Yeah. Oh, gee, I was afraid you left already. Why? What time is it? It's 1:30. Well, come on. Everybody. Ebbets Field, next stop. Where's the pennants?
Did you pack fresh underwear? I want to go.
Biff, I'm carrying your helmet, ain't I?
No. I actually don't know what to do. No, I'm carrying your helmet.
Wait. How am I going to get into the locker room?
Let him carry the shoulder guards.
Can I, Biff? Because I told everybody I'm going to be in the locker room.
And Ebbets Field is the clubhouse.
I'm at the clubhouse. Biff?
Biff! Let him carry the shoulder guards. Stay close to us now.
And everybody wave when Biff comes out. The field. You set now, boy?
Ready to go, Pop. Every muscle is ready.
You realize what this means.
That's right, Pop.
You're coming home this afternoon, captain of all Scholastic Championship team with the New York City.
I got it, Pop. And remember, pal, when I take off my helmet, that touchdown is for you.
Let's go! I got no room for you, Charlie.
Room? For what?
In the car.
You're going for a ride? I wanted to shoot some casino.
Casino? Don't you realize what today is?
Oh, he knows. Willie, he's just kidding you.
There's nothing to kid about.
No, Linda, what's going on?
He's playing
He's playing in Ebbets Field. Baseball in this weather?
Don't talk to him. Come on.
Wait a minute, didn't you hear the news?
What?
Don't you listen to the radio? Ebbets Field just blew up.
You go to hell. Come on. We're late.
Knock a homer, Biff, knock a homer.
I don't know what was funny. Charlie. This is the greatest day of his life.
Willie, when are you gonna grow up?
Yeah, when his game is over. Charlie, you'll be laughing out the other side of your face. They'll be calling him the other Red Grange, 25,000-year-old.
Is that so?
A year. Yeah, that's so.
Well, then I'm sorry, Willie, but let me tell you something.
What?
Who is Red Grange?
Put up your hands. Goddamn, you put up your hands. Who the hell do you think you are? Better than everybody else. You don't know anything? You big, ignorant, stupid. Put up your hands.
What are you walking away for? Oh.
What are you walking away for? Don't walk away. If you're gonna say something, say it to my face. I know you laugh at me behind my back. You laugh out the other side of your goddamn face after this game. Touchdown. 80,000 people. Touchdown. Right between the goalposts.
Say, Bernard, will you go down the hall?
What is that noise? Who is it?
Mr. Lohman, he just got off the elevator.
Who's he arguing with?
Nobody. There's nobody upset with him. No, there's nobody with him. I can deal with him anymore. I can't deal with him anymore, and your father gets all upset every time he comes. I've got a lot of typing to do, and your father's waiting to sign it. Will you see him?
Touchdown. Touch. Jenny. Good to see you. How are you? Working or still honest?
Fine. How have you been feeling?
Not much anymore, Jenny. Hello, Uncle Willie. Bernard. Well, look who's here.
Do you want me to be Bernard for this page?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, just stop by to see Pop. Get off my feet until my train leaves. I'm going to Washington in a few minutes. You just said, what are you doing here, right? Oh, and you said, well, look who's here. How are you? Good to see you.
What are you doing here?
Oh, just stop by to see Pop. Get off my feet till my train leaves. I'm going to Washington in a few minutes.
Yes, he's in his office with the accountant. Sit down.
You totally read my part.
Oh, you're so nice. Is he in?
Yes, he's in his office with the accountant. Sit down.
What are you gonna do in Washington?
Oh, just in case I've got there, Willie.
That's so. You're gonna play the tennis there?
I'm staying with the friend who's got a court.
Don't say. His own tennis court? Must be fine people. I bet.
They are. Very nice. Dad tells you Biff's in town?
Yeah, Biff's in. Working on a very big deal, Bernard.
What's Biff doing?
Well, he's been doing very big things in the West, but he decided to establish himself here. Very big. We're having dinner. Did I hear your wife had a baby?
That's right, our second.
2 boys. What do you know?
What kind of deal has Biff got?
Well, Bill Oliver, very big sports good man. He wants Biff very badly. Called him in from the West. Long distance, carte blanche, special deliveries. Your friends have their own private tennis court.
You still with old firm, Willie?
I'm overjoyed to see how you've made it through the grade, Bernard. Overjoyed. It's an encouraging thing to see a young man really looks very good for Biff. Very... Bernard?
What is it, Willie?
What's the secret?
What secret?
How do you know? Why didn't he ever catch on?
I wouldn't know that, Willie.
You were his friend. His boyhood friend. There's something I don't understand about it. His life ended after that Ebbets Field game. From the age of 17, there's nothing good ever happened to him.
He never trained himself for anything.